correct one word. I spent 2 days putting 35 steps in use safety, but actually use SAF, okay?
Okay, sorry about
Just
that.
so nobody starts quizzing me about use safety, because I know nothing. I'm a PACAF guy. That's just me. But thank you all for being here today, and for those of you on the out in the microwaves, thank you for joining us as well. The EOD Warrior Foundation over time has devoted ourselves to the betterment of the community. That's what we're here for, whether it's financial grants, whether it's scholarships, whether it's hope and wellness and trying to get people to the right kind of retreats, whether they be fun, whether they be oriented towards your mental benefit, whether they be introducing you to transcendental meditation, whatever they may be, it's something that is for the betterment of the community. And we will strive to continue to do that. And one of the things that we've been battling, as well as the greater veteran community, of course, is the issues that arise from long extended periods of combat that we're used to since 9/11. But we also know that we have, with our other era veterans within our EOD community, be it World War II, which few and far between now, unfortunately, but certainly Korean and the Vietnam era. We're all EOD warriors, we're all EOD family, regardless of those eras, and this foundation encompasses and puts our arms around all those people. But one of the things that we're really looking at now that affects this more current era is the issue of suicide, sometimes stemming from post-traumatic stress or traumatic brain injury, sometimes not. So one of the things that we've undertaken to go with the things we've done in the past, from taking care of those families who were victims, the remaining people from suicide, and doing the health and wellness things, is that we wanted to try, and we'll never get to the total root, but we wanted to try and understand a little bit better so that we can refine what we are doing and make the things we're doing more beneficial and more effective in trying to take care of our family. So we decided, along with our partner, After the Long Walk, and Jeff Truex is here with us today, that we are partnering with a group of researchers right now, a group of independent researchers. They are consultants to us. This will be expanded in time as a phased process to a larger group of researchers. This is composed of veterans. Some of you may know Mike Vining is heavily involved as a researcher on this, and a couple of other veterans. Myself, I'm considered to be part of the team, as is Jeff. Nicole Motzik, our executive director. We have two other individuals that are here today, and I'm going to introduce them in just a second, that are going to talk to you a little bit more about the track and what we're doing. But the way this is going to kick off, and today's sort of an early announcement about this study, is that they're here this week to start creating an initial baseline of understanding for them and about the EOD community. They've been over to the school, they got a tour to see what students train and how that formulates who they become early on in their career. They're talking to a lot of different veterans, had some real raw and open conversations with some different people, all to create a baseline of understanding, so that once we get into starting to do some focus groups around the country, that when we talk to different people, we can formulate the right kinds of questions and appreciate the answers a little bit better, so that ultimately we can maybe come up with some answers on what we can do better. So today, they're not going to talk so much in detail about the study, but what they are going to do is talk about some comparisons and differences between moral injury and PTS, and ultimately tag into some terms that may be a little bit more familiar to you. And I don't want to spill the beans or anything, but a lot of y'all are familiar with the term of post-traumatic growth, and ultimately MC will come around and bring that to bear, and how perhaps that's a part of this as well. But what I do need to do is grab that piece of paper right over there so that I can read their bios.